Come on, man. You know I had to come back from the surgery with a bang. Let's get into this Wano arc, baby! We take a gander at Wano. We see the Straw Hats blending in chameleon style. Frankie building, Usopp scamming, Robin being pretty. And then Zoro just sliced the whole building with a butter knife because he wasn't letting no bum take Shisui from him. And of course, you already know nothing's gonna go as planned because the crew on the ship get put in a blender by Wano weather and they're all separated. Luffy wake up, confused, alone, just for a monkey with a sword to pull up, and Luffy's like, yup, we in Wano, aight. We see some of Kaido's goons pull up thinking Luffy an easy lick just to get mollywopped so Luffy could flex the observation hockey. I'll stand 10 toes on my opinion that guns is useless in fictions. I ain't seen them shits catch not one body. And after seeing them get blooped, the monkey thought he was the one until he caught a glare and he got mad docile. Turns out them boys had a hostage and she come out, I'll handle the monkey, big bro. Lopped off a piece of her cheek, tossed it in the monkey's mouth, and the second he swallow it, he's tamed. This little girl name is Tama and she take us back to her master crib and offer Luffy some rice. Bro came busting in with the long nose no Usopp and he was like, why did you eat that? You know how many days she been starving? Why I oughta. Tama had to come back and explain Luffy saved her life, so bro gotta chill just for her to fall over because she drank that bad water. She could live in a safer place, but she stays there because Ace promised her that he would come back. Crazy. That's even more people Ace let down. I hate that bum. Couldn't take a yo daddy joking. Let me stop or I'll be here all day. So, you remember when Kid made that alliance with Performer Pal Monkey Board and the Fortune Teller? Yeah, Hawkins works for Kaido now and said he gonna handle business. Handle business? You can't handle nothing, little boy. You a supernova and got bitched so bad, you working for the man that bitched you. Get the fuck off my screen. Luffy come right out and say it. Ace deader than a bitch, and Tama passed out crying. And then Long Nose explains that Ace saved her village, but it got cooked up by X-Drake when Kaido's crew took over. Another super bum? Man, I can't keep doing this. I thought y'all was gonna show out. It's just Big Luffy. Luffy gets some location appropriate drip, but went ahead and stole old buddy's sword and said he taking Tama to a doctor. They pull up on a wasteland. Luffy hungry as hell. He like, why can't we just eat that big gator? Animals drink the contaminated water too. They're basically poison. So no meat? I'm finna blow that factory up because I need meat all up in my mouth. Luffy heard people being sexual predators in the distance and was like, is that Sanji? Hey, he said it, not me! But we see them get blooped up in the distance by Zoro, who saved the girl, but he just wanted the alcohol. Then Hawkins pull up and Zoro and Luffy is like, damn, Kinemon said don't cause a fuss. We just gonna have to apologize after we drop his ass. So we get to scrapping. Zoro slices Hawkins' face, but it's transferred to one of his men, and we get an explanation of his powers. Others take damage in his place. We're not finna complicate this. You do not care about Strawman. So the boys get away, and the woman that Zoro saved introduced herself as Otsuru. She can help Tama if they bring her to the shop. So ladies start talking about the past, how the Shogun's a hoe, keeping all the good food for himself, just for a Batman to try to snipe her. Then this gazelle man kidnapped Tama, but turns out the tall lady that worked at the shop is a samurai and her name's Okiku. Law heard about the dynamic duo meeting up and said he gotta stop the chicanery. They gonna fuck up the whole operation. Tama gets brought to a buddy with a lion for his stomach. He punched the lion. Mufasa said, nah, fuck that. So he hit buddy in the balls. Turns out they share pain, so he just hit himself in the balls too. This right here is one of my favorite gags. I love this shit, man. This big sumo nigga's like, come on, Okiku, baby, I'm that guy, just get with me. Just for her to slice his top knot off. Luffy got in the ring, weave, gear 3, sent that man flying. With that side quest done, now we can really get to rescuing Tama. Lion Boy pull up with Tama in the lion's mouth and threatens to kill her. Why do people think Luffy give a damn about some threats? That man only speaks in action. Kiku's like, if you smack him up, Jack's gonna be real mad. He just came back to Wano. But then this horsewoman named Speed pull up with clean food and Luffy got mad all over again and he speed blitzed the lion and takes Tama. And then she tells Luffy that old boy was using pliers to try to take the food out her cheek. He had to spin back and rock that nigga. They jump on the horse lady back and use Tama power to tame her, which is GG's for Kaido whole operation. She can just decide his crew is her crew. That boy Law in disguise and he face to face with Hawkins. He could recognize us. I need to handle him. So Law and Hawkins get into it, but Law got the most unique powers and the most unique tattoos. So I don't know why he tried to hide. He ain't fool nobody. The transponder still next to him blabs that Luffy done touched Lion Man and Law just sitting there like, fuck! just for the culprit to drive by in the food truck and pick up Law on the way to a town in need. Luffy said before his crew leave Wano, it's gonna be a place where people can eat as much as they want. Law said, shut up, bozo, it's time for the plot to thicken. We pan to the top of a mountain and see the graves of Oden, Kinemon, Raizo, and Momonosuke. We link back up with the crew, and Kinemon gave him that backstory, no bullshit. He said they all from 20 years ago and they time traveled to the present. He said Oden was big him. He was loved by everyone in Wano. He traveled with Whitebeard and Roger Crew, but when he came back home, he got snaked by Orochi and killed. Kaido burnt down his castle, but Oden's wife used her time fruit to send the 5 samurai to the future. In their minds, Oden died only a few months ago. Ken said they gonna spin back for Oden, round up the crew, and run up on Kaido's house in 2 weeks. Jack fighting a samurai that robbed the town that Luffy just gave the food to, but that got cut short real quick cause Kaido came down in his dragon form, looked Jack dead in his shit and said, you better stop bullshitting and fucking around before I drop your ass. Then we find out bro drunk. He don't never put the bottle down. Luffy and Law running down the hill to deal with Kaido, but he fly over frame 1, blows up the ruins. Luffy got pissed and hit Kaido straight in the dome. Then Luffy finds out Kaido smacked up Speed and Tama and he had enough. He's sick of this nigga. He start pummeling bro. Gear 3, Gear 4 attacks. Kaido is unfazed. He is undamaged. He just stands up and with a 0 exaggeration, one-shots Luffy. Kaido just looking down on his unconscious body like, you gonna be king of the what now? He tried to walk away and a knocked out Luffy used Conqueror Haki on his lackey. Kaido turned around annoyed. You got that shit too? First it was Kid, now I got a whole other Conqueror to worry about. Damn it, now I'm sober, I need another shot. Of course the crew on the mountain survived, and the crew that was blending in gets the news that Luffy got to Wano and got his ass whooped at the exact same time. Luffy gets thrown in a cell right next to Eustace, Captain Kidd, and at the same time, they said they getting they lit back on Kaido. And that, my friends, is the end of Wano Act 1. Yeah, I'm doing these in acts, cause I'd rather die than write a full Wano script. It's been your boy Demi Darko, and I'll see y'all niggas next time. Peace!